Welcome back, boys and some girls. A few days ago I released a video showing me trying to make a spreadsheet from all the available marketing data in the game. I started from Mirleth, went to New Ayla, then Halcyon and Joeva. After, I don't know, doing maybe 20 pages in Joeva, I started to notice that the pages are being added faster than I can actually write them down in the document. So I just decided to stop because I already had a very big sample of the market to understand the prices and some other statistics. When I first started, I did believe that Mirleth would be the biggest market, and let me tell you why I thought so. When the server started, most of the players went to Mirleth, to the zone of Mirleth, because of the convenient dungeons all around the node, offering you leveling from 0 to about 15. And most players won't move from the node even after level 15 because they just need to go to a different dungeon to level up and their home doesn't really matter. I truly did believe that the massive amount of lower level players would just make Mirleth the biggest node, but I was wrong and Winstead is the biggest node. And after I realized that, I think I have an idea why. But before I do that, let me show you the market size in each node at a certain time. So same time on nodes. Mirleth is 65, Winstead 73, Halcyon is 28, Joeva is 57, and New Ayla, the smallest one, 16. Now you know a bit more about each node's market, and I can actually explain why I think that Winstead is the biggest. So for one, it has the smithy and the woodshop, and many players went down the road of mining and lumberjacking, so the city appeals more to them. At this point you can also say that Mirleth has the agriculture supply for the mounts, and yes, Mirleth is the richest node, but it's not the biggest. Another thing that Winstead has over Mirleth is the location. It is close to a lot of mid and late game dungeons like Carfin Tower, Steel Bloom, Graves Peak, Hourman Hills. All of those dungeons draw in a very big amount of players, and also because of the griefing that happened over the last few weeks of the test, or I don't know, 2 weeks of the test, people are kind of stuck, all the players are kind of stuck around the same levels because they cannot progress. So it kind of makes sense to stay in the same location for a longer period of time. And that's pretty much why I think that Winstead is the biggest node for now, at least. I do believe that over a long period of time it will change because more people will level up to the max level and others will quit, so the market will become smaller overall but will be more balanced. It is already somewhat happening. It's much easier to actually find resources now and just, I don't know, find free spots to level up. Another thing I learned is that people have no idea what prices are, what prices of the goods are. They have just no concept of scarcity, supply and demand, all those very basic marketing terms that you don't have to be a financial genius to understand them. For example, if we take heroic zinc, the minimum price for it is 7 silver, the maximum price is 2.2 gold. It's a crazy difference. And for your understanding, the median is 28 silver. There is a decent amount of other examples, like let's take for example epic rubies. The minimum price is 26 silver, the maximum price is 2.53 gold. It's a crazy difference. The median is 64 silver. It's a bit higher, but it's not even close to 2.53. So why is it good to learn? Simple, because I can actually use this information just like any other person that buys or sells stocks or anything with a similar idea. A very obvious thing I learned from making this spreadsheet, whatever, is that the market needs an overhaul. And I'm pretty sure I heard that it is coming in the pipeline at some point. I don't know when, but it will. And until it does, we will very soon have over 100 pages to look through whenever we want to find an item. So I would suggest changing it as fast as possible, because it might make resources lost in the market forever, because I don't see any way or any time set for listing. It seems to be infinite, and also the market keeps growing and growing and growing and never shrinking. And even now, when there are less people playing, some stuff should have already expired or just disappeared, but stuff are just being added and added and added. You would expect to see every few days resources disappearing from the market, but they don't. As a quick solution, you can simply make it so you can edit the price once every, I don't know, X amount of times, X amount of days, hours, whatever you decide. And if you increase the price, then you need to pay a higher fee. If you decrease the price, then you get a partial or a full refund. I'm still not sure which one I want to do, because my brain is like parted between being better for balance but also price manipulation, so you won't be able to constantly just change the prices to get your fees back. I still don't know. Okay, this next point is a combination between making this spreadsheet and playing the game for the last few days, as well as dealing with the Discord news for all the buy orders and commissions that the mayor sends me. Players don't really like to donate, they rather sell the resources, even if the building that is being built would benefit them for their chosen profession. They simply rather sell it, even at a lower price, and such things causes the market to be flooded with tons and tons and tons of trash that nobody ever need and nobody would ever buy. Let's take a basalt for example. For my 3.5 node sample that I took, I calculated 2,967 common basalt just sitting at a median of below 1 silver, around 60 copper per piece. This basalt can be either used for leveling masonry or donating to build up nodes, pretty much just those two. This could have and have blocked some buildings from being built faster. The solution, I think I have something, just watch me. Some nodes like Miraleth in Losaria have way too much gold. Even if you waste it all on buy orders, commission, upkeep, the gold just keeps going up because of the mounts. I think you know where I'm going with this. Let the nodes buy raw resources from the market. Raw resources only and at a set price, because raw resources only because the node doesn't need any level 20 weapon. It's just gonna help any building or any upgrade. Setting the price is there to prevent big guilds which always own nodes. If you want, I maybe can talk about it in a future video. Preventing the big guilds who own the nodes to actually abuse the system and give their own members gold from the treasury. The price should be a median price and not the average price, obviously, because you don't want somebody to just put one granite at 9.99 like gold, and then the average price is going to be like 100 gold, and then the node will have to buy every piece of granite for like 100 gold, and that's going to be super stupid. So there should be some kind of a balance here. Also, it's going to help burn some kind of cash from the economy, because you can put like a big fee on it. So it's not 100, let's say it's you want to buy like a big order, instead of like 100 gold for all the resources you need to pay like 120 gold, something like that, or 130 gold, depending on the tax, I guess. For the next point, we kind of take a jump back to the geological location advantages. Let's go to New Ayla, for example. It is the smallest market on the server, 16 pages, without taking the density into account, of course. Even though Miraleth is 4 times bigger market size, it still holds less trees overall than New Ayla. New Ayla only has one type of trees who has less in the maximum amount, overall amount, than Miraleth, and it is Western Larch. Funny enough, I don't know how New Ayla has so many of those, and it only has more trees than New Ayla by 1.2. It's not even close to the 4 times size difference. So there is locational things. I don't know how or why, besides the trees, which are pretty obvious because there are like millions of them outside New Ayla. But about the other stuff, if you take the same rule and you apply it to other resources, for example, Halcyon is a great place for gems, Miraleth is a great place for stones. This all could change depending on so many pages of the market that have been added since I've done this spreadsheet. They're almost like 100 now, but I do believe that the underlying behavior would remain the same. I'm sure I can find a few more and try to milk some more points from this if I want to, and just take the most smallest thing and make it like a big something, but I don't want to do it. And if I will find something more interesting, obviously I'm going to use it more, but if I will find anything, then I will just add it to a video I plan to do anyway on like the economical side of the game, which is the reason I even chose to play the game. I will just add it to that video anyway. I had a lot of ideas, the things I want to throw in there, so I'll maybe put it at the end or something. I don't know. But that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, I want to know why, because I want to improve. Besides that, keep us safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.